Is that an interesting history? Well, when I was done maybe, right? Because history to me is nothing but dates, boring events, boring kings and queens whatsoever. No matter they are heroes or villains.
Right, nothing but dead people.
Nothing but dead people, exactly. But somehow I got into interested in history later, and especially in the development of humans' culture. Way back in 2010, I was very much interested in a program in BBC called Human History in 100 Objects. They pick 100 objects from the British Museum of UK. Today, I would like to share one of a very interesting object, which is called the Clovis Spear Point, and also the maker of the Clovis Spear. Well, can we just go back to our first one? Before I introduce the object, I think I would like you to imagine you're hunters, because we are talking about spearhead. So I want you to pretend to be a hunter. I know it's not easy because we don't hunt for food, right? Like what they used to do. Imagine you are hunting with a group of hunters. You are following your prey. And you got ready and you hurled your spear. But the spear didn't hit your prey. It missed. And the animal that you are going to kill is mammal. Mammal, just saw it in the picture. It's like an elephant, right? It missed. And you said, damn, my deer is gone. So therefore, I go back and have to say to my wife, sorry, no mammal today. You only have to eat grass. I'm sorry. Okay. But luckily, the spearhead, it got stuck in the mud. And 10,011 years old, archaeologists in USA, they found this spear point. And therefore, we get to know about this object and the people. It is their culture. Right. Okay. Now, I think you're ready to know your lethal weapon, because you are now a hunter now. Okay, let's see. Here's a little introduction about the spearhead. Okay, let's see our next one. In this state, it is found in Arizona, North America. The period, it was around 13,000 years old. That was long time ago. All right, the picture for this spearhead, this is it, all right? Probably not so clear. It looks like this. Height about this, waist about that, width, depth about that. If I put in the modern term, it's like a small, slim mobile phone, but in the shape of long, thin sleeve, right? Like a sleeve. The point is still very sharp. And it has beautiful ripples on both sides of the surface. But you would say, how come this is nothing but a spearhead? Why do we have to make it so delicate? Why? That tells about people, human beings. We are not just a tool maker. We want to make tools much more beautiful than its own function. That's the purpose of it. And also the color is gray, and the material, it is made of stone. You can see how small it is if you put it in your palm. It's just so tiny like that. All right. But you probably say, why do you want to learn about the spearhead and also the people? What does it have to do with me, right? Well, let me tell you. The spearhead and the people, actually, the Clovis people, let's turn to the first clip. They and you and me, we are just explorers. We are just travelers. I got to know Jingo and also Jimmy by hearing their travel experiences. No, they are the world explorer. They couldn't stop going from one country to another because they are restless. They wanted to try to see something more beyond what is beyond the hill. Right? So do these people. But what difference from them from us is they are forced to explore, to move to America because they are hunters. They have to follow their prey. They don't hunt for fun, they hunt for food. There they come to America, and they became the first established, the inhabitants or settlers in North America. They are known to be the ancestral Northern Indians. Very interesting to know that, right? Okay. Anyway, as I say, this is the mammals, the phrase. So, what is interesting is they are just like explorers to us. But if you're an explorer, a modern explorer, if you decided to go for a luxury, wonderful trip in some unknown places, you probably have to do some research and homework, and you have to know something about the places you're going, right? But for them, unfortunately, they don't know anything. They simply just went. And they, as I say, they just went. They went somewhere where no one ever set foot to. So that's something different from between them and us. But you have to say, once again, why do I have to learn about them and the spearhead? It's nothing, right? Now we are in the technology era. What does this little thing mean to us, right? And they are all long gone. They are not our ancestors, right? They are not Chinese people. Why do we have to learn about them? Well, let me tell you why. Because, as I say, they have to travel. They have to explore to somewhere. It's like us. We are never satisfied with where we live. Or if you are a career-driven person, you want to be promoted to get more salary, right? You are not satisfied. You are not happy with what you are. And that's what they are too. Therefore, they move to America and they always are looking for somewhere which is a better place to live. Like what we are hoping for. We are looking for a better place to live. Therefore, we all share something which is really common for human beings. Hope. With hope, we desire to go somewhere, we desire to explore somewhere which is unseen, which has never been set foot to. So that tells us we learn something from them. They are just like us, although we are 13,000 years apart. As I'm about to conclude my speech, I have to say, you probably don't think this Olympic history lesson is too boring to you. I hope it is not. But as we human beings, we kept exploiting our resources on our earth. One day, we will use up all the energies, oil, whatever, and then with the unpredictable weather climate changes, which will have to ask us, to force us to move to the other planet. Maybe it's Mars, right? They say Mars is not an inhabitable planet, just like our planet Earth. So maybe we will have to be like them. But I'm sure if that day comes, our future generation, they will still go with confidence. They will still go with their hope that they will somehow find a better place to go on a better life, just like what they and us will be doing. That's all I have to say about this living history lesson. Thank you for listening. Back to